Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This week, we're gonna do some Christmas stuff. This video is gonna come out on Christmas Eve. I'm recording it well before that. I'm probably not gonna record much on my actual Christmas, but we're gonna do some fun stuff together. I have a craft we can do. I have some presents to wrap. I haven't had any hot cocoa yet this season. We're gonna have some fun. I may make cookies. Depends on how soon I can get butter, because I don't have butter right now, and I also don't have a car. So I was literally at Target too. Why didn't I get butter at Target? Dear Lord. Okay, so yesterday I finished my Christmas shopping. I didn't have a car, so I had to walk up to Target. So that was fun. It's not very far, but it's like far enough that I woke up this morning and I was sore. So we accomplished that. I have all my gifts for the people in my immediate family. I'm gonna wrap presents at some point. That might not be today because I do want to make bookmarks. But that shouldn't take very long, especially if I get the sewing machine out. So I can do that. I think the first thing we're gonna make some hot cocoa or hot chocolate. I forget the difference between the two. I'm probably just gonna put water in mine. And then we're gonna make an ornament together. I already have the stuff out, and that'll be fun. I haven't made an ornament in a while. I'll see you in a couple minutes with my hot chocolate. All right, I have my hot cocoa. Tastes like hot cocoa. I'm not the biggest hot cocoa fan. It's a little bit too much for me. I very rarely drink it, and most of the time when I drink it, I'll be completely honest, there is alcohol in it. I did not do that today because it is 2 p.m. and I don't hate myself. My dog is begging for attention. Hello. Hello, are you happy for Christmas? Are you ready for Christmas? That means your sister's coming home. Our ornament, I'm rolling up my sleeves because I made this sweater. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I made this sweater last year. Well, I first made it like 3 years ago. And then I never wore it because it didn't fit well, so we remade it. So I'll put the TikTok in right around here. I had a friend send me a TikTok and it was a sourdough starter ornament. It was very, very cute. This is an old spice jar. It's literally just like McCormick Chipotle seasoning, those little short plastic jars. And we're gonna basically do what that person did for theirs. So, step one is we need a little cloth to cover it. So, I'm gonna measure a square real quick. I know you can't super well see what I'm doing. So this is about 2.5 inches wide. So I'm gonna mark it and then cut it at 2.5 inches again. It's okay if it's not super even because it's just going on the lid. It's gonna be kind of wrinkled anyway. But you know, we can try. It's pretty easy to cut this fabric straight. Right, so there we go. There's our rough square that's gonna go on top. She used some sort of foam in. Actually, I don't even know if it's a woman who made it. I'm assuming because sourdough TikTok is predominantly women, but she used some sort of foam. I'm gonna use cotton balls. I feel like that is the best equivalent of what I have. So I'm gonna tear this up a lot like I did for the moth Halloween costume video. So yeah, I'm just gonna like kind of drop it in here, but very loosely to make it look fluffy like a rising starter. Let me know what our starter ornament should be named in the comments. My starter is named Gregory. I'm a big fan of Gregory. I almost killed Gregory over Thanksgiving because I left him on the counter too long. That's honestly not bad. Like, it's too white for kind of what a sourdough starter looks at, but it does kind of have the right texture. I guess the reason she was using the foam is because it doesn't move around. But yeah, so we're gonna go with that. This jar, I couldn't get the adhesive off all the way, so it is kind of sticky. No, I should use a pretty colored marker. I'm gonna go with this blue marker, which is a Prismacolor marker, which I've had forever, and I never used properly. So we're just gonna make a little mark to make it look like it's doubled in size. And then, so let me see. First off, I probably should have checked to see if I have a rubber band. Haha, I do, because I'm just that cool. So next I have this like jewelry plastic fishing line stuff. So I'm gonna grab a tapestry needle and I'm gonna pull it through. Oh dear Lord, maybe that much? Let's see. I'm not even sure if you can see that, but it's, let's see, how long is it? Maybe 10 inches of fishing line. I'm gonna put through a needle and then I'm gonna draw it through the top cover, and that's how it's gonna connect. And hopefully this works. Hopefully this needle is sharp enough. It's probably not though. Ooh. Yep, no, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use a sharper needle. Yeah, I'm gonna use a sharper needle. I don't think I have one that's fat enough to go through all that though. I have a push pin. Maybe I can make it like a score it basically. Oh, it's fighting me. Yep, that's gonna work. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, that should be fine actually. Now I'm gonna tie this. I swear every time I craft, it's just kind of, it really is like a screw around and find out type of situation. Because this stuff, I'm sure, like, the thing is I have not had a jewelry making phase. I'm sure that you get good at tying it properly. I'm nowhere close to that. Okay, that's good enough. But yeah, that's really it. I'm just gonna rubber band this on. Just try and center it. That was actually way easier than I thought it was gonna be. And I am delighted by that. Ooh, I did cut this a bit small though. That was a weird noise, huh, Bear? Oh my God, okay. Is it hard? No. Do I just have no patience? That one. That's the answer. Okay. Okay, that's cute. All right. There's our starter ornament. Comment down below what its name should be. Because, you know, you need to name your sourdoughs. You need to name your starters, otherwise they don't produce as well. This is a fact that I just made up. All right, let's go hang this on the tree. And that's a wrap. That's a little sneak peek of some of the things I'm doing for the holidays this year. We did a craft, we wrapped some presents, we walked to Target in the cold, we made some cookies. All very standard parts of my holiday tradition. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that whatever holidays you're celebrating right now, you're having a time, eating some good food, spending time with family, especially if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. It gets pretty gloomy this time of year, and it's nice to remember the things that are important and bring you joy in life. So that's all I have. I'll see you guys next week for what I believe is my last video of 2025. And we'll start the new year together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.